Good evening everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for our December webinar. My name's Jenny and I'm part of the careers team here at head office in Melbourne. I may have spoken to a few of you before, so hello again, and for anybody that's new to watching, thank you for joining us for the webinar. Hopefully this will give you a bit more of an insight into travel counsellors. This webinar in December, we're all about the culture and the community of travel counsellors, and it's to give you an idea from the very beginning when you do contact us or we reach out to you, what we're about and what to expect from your journey, from the induction through to the life of as a TC and how we interact with one another. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit different this week in terms of we're going to head to a slideshow and just really show you a little bit about our world in travel counsellors. Welcome to the world of travel counsellors. So who are we? Well, travel counsellors, we've been going for about 24 years. In the last 12 months, we've achieved $900 million in sales, and that's from over 1,700 travel counsellors globally, with over 140 TCs in Australia alone. Now, just to give you an idea of the size of the support that you can expect from travel counsellors, we have over 400 head office staff across 7 countries to support you throughout your travel counsellor's journey. Our head office is in Melbourne, where you've got staff from all different departments that can help you with your business. We've been celebrating 10 years in Australia in this year, which we're very, very proud of. And as a company as a whole, we've grown 15% every year for the last 15 years, and we are completely independent. 97% of our agents wouldn't return to their previous job, and 96% of them rate their job satisfaction high or very high. Now, to give you an overview of what's going to be involved this evening, we just wanted to run through a few things with you when you join in travel counsellors of what to expect. So we're going to look at the induction, the type of programs that we have at travel counsellors, business coachings, TC on tour, TCTV, conferences, family days, fam trips and industry nights, which we do get asked a lot about, info sessions, the gold trips that we have, the Australian and global competitions, and also the social media interaction that we have. Now, I'll go through each step just to give you, I suppose, a broader overview, but we can touch on this more with you on a one-on-one basis. But we have 3 programs that we do run in Australia. We have the leisure program. This is looking at agents with ideally 3 to 4 years experience selling as an agent. And also the corporate travel side of things. So we do have a corporate travel facility as well. You can be a leisure or a corporate travel consultant, and you can certainly combine the two. Both of those, we are looking for that minimum experience of about 3 to 4 years, established agents that want to and have decided to run their own business. We also have another program, which is a return to travel program, which has been extremely successful, that we've launched this year in Australia. It's been launched in the UK in our head office for the last 2 years, and we've seen a massive return on this with agents that have been out of the industry for whatever reason that might be. It might be a career break, or decided to have a family, or decided to completely come out of the industry and try something new, but have also had that passion to return. So the return to travel is looking at anybody that's got, again, experience for about 3 to 4 years selling travel, that's been out the industry probably for more than 12 months, that want to return. We will bring you on board and bring you up to speed with the industry, but we'll also guide you and coach you as an agent and also run your business. So they're 3 really good programs that we run. And again, we can go through these with you individually as to which one would suit you and which one we feel you would be better matched to. So one of the reasons and areas that we do get involved in is called TC on Tour. Now, this is an amazing thing that we do throughout the year, where some of the head office team will come out interstate to visit all our travel counsellors. Different reasons why we come out. It could be about retraining, it's about engaging with travel counsellors, and it's a really fantastic opportunity for all of our travel counsellors to get together. They're all business owners, and they all understand that they've all got different customers and different things that they go through on a daily basis. So it's amazing for all the TCs to catch up one-on-one and just talk about their experiences that they've been going through over the last few months, but also really to engage with one another and support one another as well. We're a very supportive company, and we really do, you'll hear that a lot with our brand, is that we are very family orientated, and we do engage with everyone individually on a personal and a business level. So TC on Tour is great. So head office can come out. It could be from marketing, there could be the business coaches, IT will come out, service laptops, just really to engage and to an opportunity to do some training, but also an opportunity to engage with one another as well. We have our family days, which are great fun, as you can see from the pictures. So again, it's another opportunity where we go throughout the country, really, state by state, and we invite our travel counsellors to bring their families along with them. We think this is a really important thing to do because not only are we showing the TCs that we want to be a part of them and really appreciate the work that they do, but also to let their families know that they are part of a real family community, and the fact that they are supported by a whole team of people, not only in head office in Melbourne but globally as well. But we also want to say thanks to their family members because they support them through them running their business, and it's great to meet partners, children, brothers, sisters, grandparents. Everybody can turn up, and we really enjoy family days. They're great fun, really interactive, and it's just another opportunity again for us to engage and just sit on a personal level with our travel counsellors and really just have fun and make the day what it can be. Now also part of our travel counsellor family, we have our conferences. Now we do have a few different conferences. One of the conferences that we do have is our global conference, which is over in the UK, which is very, very large. I've just come back from the UK, having visited the UK conference, and it's a spectacular event that we go to. Some of our travel counsellors from Australia do travel over there as well, and in the top left-hand corner we've got Suzanne Watson, who was picking up a prize for Top TC of Australia at the awards, which we were all very, very proud of. We also have our state conferences. So in Australia we've just conducted those a few weeks ago, where again we go throughout the states, bringing all the TCs together and bringing suppliers together as well, and really just engaging with our TCs. There's usually a method as to what we want to involve in these conferences. It's very empowering, very motivating, and again it's about re-engaging with travel counsellors and updating them with things in the business, but also, like we say, engaging and motivating everybody and just learning from one another's experiences and hopefully coming together at the end and having a great day of workshopping and really, I suppose, being as a family. The next conference that we have is our Australian conference. So this is our national conference. Oh, sorry about that. We just lost that one. Our Australian conference. So this year we had it at the MCG, which was brilliant. I think it was the only weekend in the year where the MCG wasn't being used. So we hired out one of the conference rooms there. And part of our Australian conference is for the TCs to come along, but also we invite our suppliers and partners to come along. It is a full weekend affair. And you can see it's a fantastic event. We have a cocktail evening, we have a gala dinner where we celebrate everyone's achievements within the company. We also have a few celebrities that come through. You can see at the bottom there's Anna Mears with our Managing Director, Fred. We have amazing motivational speakers that do come through and really just talk about their life experiences, and it's always really relevant to, I suppose, people going, I suppose, TCs owning businesses. You know, you do have your highs, you have your lows, and you go through times where things can be challenging, and it's really great to hear motivational speakers speak about their experiences and how they get through challenges, how they, I suppose, how they celebrate their successes as well. So it's a great engagement, the Australian conference. This year I think we had about 130 TCs and we had over 40 suppliers that turn up. We do have a powwow as well, where all our suppliers do turn up, and they really have 3 hours to spend with travel counsellors to discuss their products and to really engage with travel counsellors and to be part of our conference as well. So we do have one coming up next year, which is going to be in Cairns, and we encourage anybody who would like to join us to experience the conference and Australian TCs and how we operate as a company to join us. We can definitely give you more details about that for next year in May. So here we have the Phoenix High Achievers. Now, Phoenix High Achievers, Phoenix is our booking system that we use. It's a dynamic booking system that we use, which is essentially been designed for travel counsellors, which again I'm sure you've heard about, that we've spoke about on many times on the webinars. But for the high achievers, we organise a trip for them every year, and these were the top achievers that went to Los Cabos, to the one and only in Mexico. As you can imagine, it was luxury through and through, and it was greatly appreciated by our travel counsellors, and they had an absolutely fabulous time. And as soon as they got back, they were all ready and waiting to get back onto Phoenix and book for next year's trip, which will be revealed at our conference. One of the But I suppose a big question we get from people that are looking to join their own business is, do they still get to go on fam trips? Do they still get to go on industry nights? And the answer is very much yes. Fam trips we do get heavily involved in with our suppliers that want to work with travel counsellors, and you can see there's some fam trips that have been going on throughout the globe, really. There's been a trip to India. You can see down there that we also have, on the top left-hand corner, we go to the awards nights as well. So we had the Women in Travel Awards, where 2 of our travel counsellors were awarded, which we are so proud of. So I was lucky enough to join them, Jackie Cameron and Deb Bartolo, and Kerrin as well from head office, to really celebrate that. It's a fantastic achievement. But we get a lot of industry nights as well throughout the country, and that's something that we really promote as well. Again, it's great for travel counsellors to go out and work with suppliers, but it's also, again, the travel counsellors get together. They are one, they are a team, they're a unit in each state, in each town. So they do make it a social event as well. So even though you are working from home, you're never working on your own. You've got all your travel counsellors around you who are your teammates, who are your colleagues, but you've also got head office that will work with you as well. To give you an overview of social media and how we work together as well as a community, we have a great Facebook community page that we work with. So that's for all of the head office team and all of the travel counsellors to really come together and to share experiences, share holidays, share ideas, share celebrations. We have many TCs that like to pop into the office. Luckily, we're very grateful that they like to send us gifts and presents, and we like to celebrate people who've had a great achievement, or it could be that something's happened in their personal life, which has been really exciting. So we share all of this on our own Facebook community page, which we are all heavily involved in, and it is really good fun. But I suppose we also have another facility called Message Boards, which is on our intranet, which allows us to, again, work with our travel counsellors to help them if they've got any questions in terms of, it could be to do with a destination or a supplier, or it could be that they need to find out any information if there's a good tour operator in WA, or who can they speak to about booking a rail trip in Japan. It could be any question that you can think of that can relate to travel and your customers. They can put these messages on our message board, and that not only works within Australia, but it also works globally as well. So we can contact our 1,700 travel counsellors across the world that are also using the message boards all the time. So we really help one another in terms of putting these questions out and being able to answer them. And we also engage in travel counsellors. We'll check this board every day to see if they can offer their advice and help as well. Because our TCs have so much experience over so many years, we probably will cover the globe of people, but where they've been, where they've booked, where they've had customers. So when a question does get put up on the message board, there are always so many answers to help, to advise our travel counsellors wherever you are in the country and certainly in the world. We also have Yammer, which is our social media board as well. It's kind of a little bit like Facebook in the sense of how you can communicate with one another, but it's a really good idea, I suppose, in terms of how we interact globally as well as locally. So we do a lot of global competitions, which are fantastic, and those global competitions come with some pretty spectacular prizes as well. They're usually based around sales, so it helps you develop your business and helps you develop your maybe your social profile or working with your existing customers. But you sometimes might be paired up in teams, so the Yammer group allows you to go onto Yammer and you can select your team so you can all work really cohesively. But we also have other things like accelerator programs, and we also have gold travel counsellor trips, and other incentives, which you can then group together with other TCs around the country, around the world, and really come together over social media. So there's just a few platforms that give you an idea that we are constantly engaging with everybody, both as a head office perspective and as a TC perspective. Now TCTV, which I am filming from today, as you can see, but we use this in a few mediums. I suppose TCTV allows us to come directly to you, to give you an insight into the world of travel counsellors and what we are about, and give you more in-depth, I suppose, overview of certain areas of our business and our model. But it's something that we use together to talk to our travel counsellors. So every week on a Wednesday, we go live at 2 o'clock, and it can be a number of reasons why we broadcast TCTV. On a Wednesday, it's talking to the travel counsellors within the business within Australia. It can be product updates, it can be systems updates, it can be competitions, it can be suppliers, it can be head office updates, it can be anything that we feel that TCs need to be aware of or need to find out. It could be something that's happened in the industry. We've broadcast live every Wednesday to update you on that. So it's kind of like your team meeting, but we do it obviously on the internet, which is a fantastic way to really connect. It's very interactive as well. So we have TCs calling in, we have them emailing with questions when we're live on the show as well. So it's a great way for anybody to connect with us and ask questions and keep up to date as well. But we do a number of other areas. We have suppliers that come in that want to, I suppose, speak to TCs and tell them about their product or tell them about things that's happening, whether it's an airline or a cruise company or a touring company. They'll come to our TCTV to film, and that way you're getting the information direct as well. So it's not third party, it's not an email, it's the suppliers are coming in and talking to you and really letting you know where they're coming from with their products. So that's another fantastic way that we use TCTV. We also have a BDTV, which every morning the business coaches will talk to you about business development, give you some motivation for the day, give you an incentive for the week maybe. Just really start your day off at 9:30, tuning into BDTV to really focus you for the day or for the week. So that's a really good thing to do on a morning. But also internationally as well, we must have, over 20, 30 channels on TCTV that you can log on to as a travel counsellor. And this will be an international TCTV, so you get more of an understanding from a global perspective about who we are as a company. And it will give you commercial updates, product updates, it'll be a head office update, there might be again incentives update, anything that we feel is really relevant to TCs globally, then this will go on the international TCTV. There's Phoenix TCTV, which will give you updates on the booking system that we use. So we cover everything to make sure that if at any point anything changes or we need to update our travel counsellors, they know where to go on TCTV, and we'll also email them as well. So it's a great interactive platform that we have. Did mention the gold trips before. So the gold trips are for our top achieving travel counsellors. This is the latest one where the gold TCs all went to Jamaica on a trip which was nothing less than 6-star. And our gold travel counsellors get to go on 2 trips throughout the year. And we'll be announcing our one for next year as well. The gold travel counsellors, we have about 160, I think it is, gold travel counsellors now across the globe, and it's very achievable, and it's such a celebration when somebody does become a gold travel counsellor, because they are, they're at the top of their game, but they have to maintain that status, which they really love and thoroughly enjoy, and I suppose for them it's such an achievement for them to keep and maintain, which is why these celebrations and these trips away are so special to our travel counsellor as well. We've had a number of trips throughout the year, but I just thought I'd show you the latest one, which was in Jamaica, which was just truly amazing. And a thank you, really. We work so closely with our travel counsellors that we do have real relationships with them, and we have a lot of fun in the work. Yes, everybody is running their own business, and everybody takes their business very seriously, but we are such a personable company, and we do have a lot of fun along the way as well. So many times we get gifts from our travel counsellors to say thank you for the support, or where one of the head office staff has gone out of their way to help a TC. Our doors are always ringing with cupcakes and prezzies and flowers, but also some of them do get a chance to pop into head office as well. So I just wanted to share that in terms of we are all very passionate about what we do, and we're very passionate about this company and our brand, and that's why everybody's in this, because they love travel and they love travel counsellors, and I think as a company we're a bit of a force to be reckoned with, really. So coming up, we've got some information sessions that are coming up now. Part of my position in the careers team is to really provide you with all the information that you need for you to make a decision whether travel counsellors is going to be right for you. Myself and Catherine, who's in the careers team, do travel across the country. We do change it in terms of states from when we're travelling, and locations as well, but we do give prior notice as to where we're going to be and when. The information sessions really are for you to gather every ounce of information that you possibly need to make that decision. It is a leap of faith, and it is a decision that we take very seriously, so we want to make sure that we get to meet you and we get to find out more about you, why you want to join, what's the motivation for you. But then also we want to make sure that you are fully aware of how we work and our model and I suppose what it's like to be a travel counsellor. So these information sessions, there will be myself and Catherine there, and often we do have some travel counsellors that do come along with us as well, because we can tell you all the information, but it's such a great way for you to actually sit with the TCs and find out about them and their journey and how they've transitioned from maybe a retail store or a wholesaler coming into travel counsellors, whether they're brand new to TC or whether they've been with us for the last 10 years. We do think it's a great idea for you to come to these road shows, and we will happily put you in contact with a travel counsellor, or you're more than welcome to ring our travel counsellors. They're very open and very proud to work for this brand, so we really encourage that as well. But we will definitely be posting on our social media the next road shows that we have, and we really do encourage you to come along, because it's a great opportunity to find out exactly what we are about. So I suppose as a bigger picture, we are a global company. We are in 7 offices. So just to give you, I suppose, more of an overview of the type of help that we can give you as a travel counsellor. I suppose one of our biggest things is that we do have that global support. So we do have a 24/7 availability to you as to a travel counsellor. As you can imagine, over 7 countries, there is always somebody there to help you, no matter what time of day it is. We do have a duty office as well, and a crisis team. The crisis team and duty office are looking at areas where, if anything has happened across the globe, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning in Australia and something's happened in Europe. So the crisis team are managing that. So for any customers of yours that you will be booking that may be in Greece and something's happened, the first and foremost priority is to make sure that your customers are safe and to make sure that your customers are taken care of. So our duty team and crisis team are completely 100% over the whole globe and looking at areas where they can always protect your customers. So I think it's a real peace of mind to know that. We have a groups department. We, in terms of account support, we have the team here in head office that will look after your accounts. We have a global network of 1,700 travel counsellors, so there is somebody there that can always help you, whether it's a destination that you want to get to, whether you've got a customer that's travelling overseas and there's a TC nearby and you'd like to speak to them in terms of helping them with anything. I think it's really noted that we are a global company, and I think it's, in terms of buying power and the commercial side of things, we have a huge amount of buying power, which allows us to offer the best rates to our travel counsellors when they're booking for their customers as well. So there's quite a lot of areas there where we do stand out, but we can talk about this company for days on days, and I suppose it's definitely a conversation where we want to have a chat with you, whether it's a one-on-one or initial telephone conversation, and really go over those questions and queries that you have, because we are very passionate about this, and we'd love to show you and demonstrate how we are different and how we can really support you to start your own business. So the next steps, if you are looking to join, or if you want to find out more information, we really encourage you to give us a call. There's nothing better than picking up the phone and having a chat with you and really finding out what you want to know. So you can give us a call on 1300 889 123. That's 1300 889 123 for a chat. Or you can always email us at connect@travelcounsellors.com.au. We do understand that it is difficult to talk during the day because a lot of you will be working. So we are more than happy to arrange a time to talk on an evening, after hours, or even on a weekend, whatever suits you. We're very, very flexible, and we want to make it a time when it's best for you and most comfortable for you to be able to talk. So you can give us a call, email us, and then we can also arrange a one-on-one meeting. So myself and Catherine do fly into state throughout the year. We're always from one city to the next, so we are more than happy to come and meet with you, whether that's for a coffee, whether that's for more of a one-on-one. We can show you how our system works in terms of Phoenix, and also show you the intranet in terms of how your business would look and how you would be running it day to day, to give you a bit more of an insight into travel counsellors. And like I said before, a lot of our travel counsellors really welcome you to maybe sit with them for an hour and see how they work. So if that's something you're interested in, once we've had a chat and established sort of the program that would be right for you and moving on to the next steps, we can always arrange for you to visit one of our TCs and maybe spend an hour with them, 2 hours, depending on their time, just so you can see how that would look on a day-to-day for yourself and if that's something you can work with. We would also encourage you to register for our up-and-coming events. So that does include the webinars, but it also includes our information sessions as well. So we will be heavily marketing these, I suppose, in terms of social media and emailing you and letting you know that where we are going to be throughout the country. So we will definitely encourage you to register for those events. We also have a conference, which I mentioned earlier. So our conference this coming year is in Cairns, which we are all very excited about. So it's going to be the first, I think it's the 4th and 5th of May. So again, if you want to really understand what it's like to be a travel counsellor and be part of our really special company, then we would welcome you with open arms to join us for our conference. So again, we can have a conversation about that when we chat with you or when we meet you in person and give you more information. You will completely understand, I suppose, the size of the company, but also how locally we act, how integrated we are with one another, and how we become very, I suppose, a very special unit. We love conference. It's a great way for everybody to get together and really celebrate what we've achieved in the last 12 months. But just to catch up with one another is just a fantastic time of year. So if you'd like to join us, please don't hesitate to mention that when we're chatting to you next. So our next event, like I mentioned, we've got Melbourne at the end of January. So after Christmas, I'm sure everybody's back to work and maybe thinking about what's the next step for them in their career or where do they want to go in terms of that work-life balance. So our first event coming out is Melbourne. That's on Friday evening. So on the Friday evening we'll have a few drinks and then a few, I suppose, a few nibbles, and then we'll just really demonstrate to you and hopefully show you a bit more about who we are and a bit more in depth in terms of our systems and our, I suppose, our commercial side, our head office support as well. And then on the Saturday morning, if Friday evening's not good for you, we also do the Saturday morning, which is from 10 a.m. till 12, so we'll have some coffees and pastries in a similar format. So we put the two on to make it flexible for you if you are free to attend. And we also have our webinar, which is coming up at the end of January as well, which is all about starting a business and building a new life. We also encourage one-on-one meetings, like I mentioned earlier. Obviously, if we can't get to you at a certain time within the country, then we do a lot of external meetings, so we can share screen with you and still show you everything that we would do at one of our information sessions, but you can do it from the comfort of your home, and we can log you in there and talk through our systems and intranet and hopefully give you more of an insight into the business and what it would be like to run your own travel business. Thanks everybody. I hope that gave you a bit of an insight to us and our culture and community, and apologies if I did speak quite quickly. I tend to ramble sometimes. But look, again, give us a call, email us, let us know if you are keen to find out more information about us. I will wish you all an absolutely wonderful festive season, whatever you're doing over Christmas and New Year. Have a great time with your families and all the best for 2018, and I can't wait to have a chat and hopefully meet you in person. Good evening.